uncommonhelp.me helps you feel better.
Many people feel that marriage is a wonderful institution. And then many other people feel that they're just not ready to live in an institution. I'm sorry, that's an old joke and I couldn't resist. But actually, research does show us that people who are enjoying happy marriages do actually live longer, enjoy better immune response in their body, feel happier, are much less prone to depression and other psychological difficulties and so forth. So there does seem to be a protective mechanism within marriage that helps people thrive. Okay. But of course, an unhappy marriage helps nobody. So what has research shown us that indicates what actually makes a happy marriage? Okay. Now, and also what makes an unhappy marriage. Now, first off, some very interesting research done in the States discovered that people who are unwilling ever to apologize are very unlikely ever to get married, or if they do get married, very unlikely to stay married for very long. So the willingness to be able to compromise, to say sorry, both partners in a marriage, is a strong indicator that the marriage will be happy and be a lasting marriage, which is interesting. John Gottman, the famous marriage researcher from Seattle, discovered that there are 4 key components that drive out happy marriage. Okay. First off, he discovered that marriage partners who are prone to criticize their spouse are much less likely to remain married. Marriage partners who show contempt, continuous contempt, not just occasionally, are much less likely to stay married. Women who, in his research, looked contemptuous when their husbands were talking were 6 times more likely to be divorced 2 years later. Okay. Partners who stonewall or withdraw from interacting with their spouse are more likely to fail in their marriages. And often this is more of a typical male feature, withdrawing to the other room behind the newspaper rather than confronting a contentious issue within the marriage. Okay. Or people who are very defensive. So you discuss something with them and they become very upset very easily, perhaps in an exaggerated way. Again, so criticism, contempt, stonewalling or withdrawal, and defensiveness, 4 riders of the apocalypse, as John Gottman called them, which undermine the stability of marriage, or any relationship, in fact. Okay. Now, the one aspect that really indicates that a marriage is stable and happy is what we call the 5-to-1 rule. Okay. So there need to be, for a relationship or a marriage to stay stable and happy, 5 good interactions for every 1 less good interaction. So 5 good interactions could be laughing together, spending happy time together, having a good conversation, having great sex, and so forth, as opposed to 1 argument or 1 bad atmosphere or 1 disagreement and so forth. Okay. So Gottman found it wasn't whether a married couple argue, but the way they argue, which is vital. If it's very personal and very critical, then it's more destructive, more toxic. Okay. So happy married couples tend to laugh together, to focus on stuff from the past that was good and enjoyable, rather than all the times they argued before, and to be able to say sorry to one another, and to have less of these 4 riders of the apocalypse within their marriage. And these aspects together go to make for long-lasting happy marriages. So it's not just chance or luck. We can actually learn these skills to maximize the possibility and the chances of being in a happy marriage.
uncommonhelp.me helps you feel better.